What's going on, y'all? Damn, look at all that fog. You could barely see the tip of that bridge. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I want to say thank you to you guys, to all you guys that have been watching. I'm still trying to get the hang of this, just because of the simple fact that I gotta be safe when I drive. You know what I mean? And I have to make sure that I don't cause any car accidents. But look at that fog. Right now we're in Sausalito. It's probably like around. It's pretty warm out here. I ain't gonna lie. We're heading into that city fog, but you guys will see. The fog is just right here on the bridge. It'll get nice once we go inside the city, go into the city. But today's video topic is how to stop fast food cravings. If you watched my previous video, I've lost over 200 pounds, or maybe you didn't see it, but one of the things I struggled with a lot was, here, let me readjust the camera. Ooh, so you guys get a better view. Was struggling with fast food, right? I was addicted to fast food. And when I say fast food, I generalize anything that's highly processed. So this could be candy bars, chips, pretty much anything that's highly processed that comes in a package. So, but before I get started on that, I'm gonna let you guys know what was my how I used to eat before, right? My meal plan or whatever, so you guys can have an idea on how bad it was, right? With the fast food cravings. So, damn, that fog is thick. Anyway, so at 6 in the morning, I would start off with two sausage biscuits at McDonald's with cheese, a large sugar-loaded coffee, two hash browns, and yeah, that was at 6 in the morning. By 9 a.m., I had to have a egg sandwich. By 1 o'clock lunchtime, I had another meal, and by 5 in the afternoon, I had dinner. 6 in the afternoon, and I had to have some sweet with it, right? So, in other words, I was a fucking fast food addict. I couldn't stop eating the junk. It was unbearable for. And if you're overweight, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or maybe necessarily you don't have to be overweight, but you're addicted to eating fast food. You want to stop, but you can't. The shit tastes so good, and you just gotta keep eating. And then next thing you know, you're in the endless cycle of consumption of fast food. And you tuned into the right video, because I'm going to break it down how to pretty much stop eating that crap. So I came across a YouTuber, and a lot of this information that I tell you guys has been I've learned through experience and through other YouTubers, right? Or just on my own. And this YouTuber, his name is Dr. Berg, and maybe a lot of you guys have probably heard of him. But Dr. Berg, he talks about fasting and the keto diet and what to eat and not what to eat, right? So go check out his channel. He has a lot of good content out there if you want to get on the healthy journey, right? But with that being said, I wanted to understand why is it that I couldn't stop eating what the fuck I wanted to stop eating. And that really pissed me off, right? Because I wanted to achieve a certain physique, right? So when I started working out, I wanted to have a physique. It wasn't even like a health thing for me. And as I started, exercising and getting results, it kind of like morphed into a healthy lifestyle, which led me to Dr. Berg, right? So what I learned is that when you eat fast food, right, you have to understand that this isn't regular food, like a watermelon, a ribeye steak, grapes. Fast food is engineered to get you hooked. It's engineered for you as soon as you it's engineered for your taste buds to react a certain way. Even when the with the packaging, right? So with the packaging, you'll I'll give you guys an example. The Dorito bag has a certain sound when you just grab the bag of chips and you open it. And when you take that first bite of the Dorito, you crush it. That sound, all of that's engineered to get you guys hooked on the Dorito bag, right? I mean, I'm just using Doritos as an example. It doesn't necessarily have to be Doritos, but the vast majority of these foods are pretty much engineered to have you as a repeat customer. And I didn't know this. Well, I didn't know how far it went, right? We're all aware that these foods aren't good for us, but we're not aware to the extent that these companies go in order to retain you as a customer. So they put a lot of these addictive additives for you to always come back and think the shit tastes good. And once I realized that, and you'd be surprised, a lot of people don't realize how these foods are necessarily engineered to pretty much have you guys hooked. And I talk to people, people who've known me throughout the years who say, "Damn, bro, you lost a shit ton of weight. How'd you do it? How'd you do it?" And I always tell them, you you have to cut out the alcohol and the highly processed foods. How do you get rid of the cravings though? Because the cravings is something that just doesn't go away. Let's say you say, "I'm gonna stick to my diet plan, and on my cheat day, I'm gonna fucking eat this or whatever you want to eat." And a lot of people tend to eat, processed foods on their cheat meal or cheat day. And the real trick to avoid the cravings is to cut all of it, cold turkey. No more processed foods. That's the real trick onto how to stop the cravings. And these cravings, they don't go away. Even I've stopped eating highly processed foods. I would say about 5 years. I'm going in 5 years now. I've been exercising for a decade, and I still get the cravings. Last time I lied. So last time, maybe could have been like 3 years ago. I had a craving for some Oreos, right? And I was like, you know what? I was with someone. I was like, you know what, girl? Let's go get some Oreos. Fuck it. She was like, oh, okay, hi. She was happy. My friend was happy. She was like, all right, let's go get some Oreos. What the fuck did I do? It was like the worst shit that I done. So what happened was, up to that point, I hadn't had any sugar, any processed foods for a while, right? And I thought it was a bright idea to eat a whole case or a whole box of 48 or how many Oreos come in a box like that. I was sick for like a week. And keep in mind, you heard earlier on this video what was my my breakfast. I was accustomed to eating pretty much garbage. Turned it around, and then within like 2 years, after not eating highly processed foods, I got really sick after eating these Oreos. And yeah, that was my body rejecting all the sugars, the chemicals that come when it comes to manufacturing an Oreo or just any of these products. Anyways, I don't necessarily crave Oreos, or I don't I don't crave any highly processed foods all like that. Just because of the simple fact is I don't consume on my cheat days. I'll put it to you guys this: I don't have any cheat days or cheat meals, or I'm 100% loyal to my diet. I'll cheat on my girlfriend before I cheat on my diet. To put it to you guys like that, and the reason is because every time I cheat on my diet, every time I've cheated on my diet with a highly processed meal or something that comes something that's highly processed within the meal. Like for instance, I'll give you guys an example. Bread, right? I love cheeseburgers, right? I think everything about a cheeseburger is healthy. The lettuce, the tomato, the beef, the bacon. What makes a cheeseburger unhealthy is the bread and the sauces. So the sauces, right? Like the ketchup, the mayonnaise, it all comes with chemicals, which technically it is highly processed, right? So what I do is whenever I want to eat a cheeseburger, I want to I'll just order a cheeseburger without a bun and no ketchup, no mustard, no sauces, and just eat it like that. You guys don't really and I like to stress this out, and because I have two groups of people that I hang around with, right? So the healthy group of people that I like to hang around with, and then just the regular people I grew up with that they're not really into health and fitness, right? So two totally completely different worlds. And what I notice is even people who try to take care of their health and fitness, and they're healthy or they exercise, and they're serious about their well-being, right? Even they struggle with what you call it, with highly processed foods, like adding sugar to your coffee. And some simple like sugar seems something like, oh my god, sugar, just I only put two three spoons of sugar on my coffee. I don't consume that much sugar. It's the compounding. It's like investing, right? You compound for years, 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 years. Eventually, even if it's a little bit, that's why I always, and I'm going to talk about investing in other videos, and I'm not a pro investor or anything like that, but when it comes to sugar, right, it's the same concept. You consume sugar even if it's very minimal. As time goes on, your body is eventually going to start rejecting. That's why you have a diabetic epidemic. A lot of people, let's say you didn't consume. I met someone who thought they had a decent diet, and then it came out that they had severe diabetes. And take a quick look at their diet, and it's like, oh, okay, it's the sugar. They got rid of their sugar, and they got rid of the sugar in their diet, and they were able to control their diabetes. But Anyways, I'm just blabbing on. Hope you guys look. The city's nice and sunny now. It's beautiful out here. The fog was only out there in on the bridge, but anyways, that's how you get rid of what's it called, the fast food cravings. Check that out. It's nice out here, man. But yeah, that's how you get rid of fast food cravings. You got to cut it out completely. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut. The shortcut is a long way out, and if you really want to stop struggling with the fast food cravings, you got to cut it out completely cold turkey. And that's how people relapse into eating unhealthy meals and just like eating fast food. It's just they don't understand that these foods are engineered to get you hooked. And if you don't cut them off completely all the way out, they're eventually going to creep back into your life. And they're going to, yeah. And I'll leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna keep uploading these videos. See what this should do. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos, and until next time, peace. Look, there goes a self-driving car right there. Waymo. Peace.